Hello and welcome to Alke-Centric. This is Umlungisi Gandlala. Uma ucwanini usibe usikhabakhabana sakhaba uveze ngonyawo. Sala kulandela singalandelwa nangisathana uqobo. Welcome back to Alke-Centric. It's been quite a while. Uh, One hasn't been well. It's very cold these days. Anyway, today I'd like us to talk about a mother. A mother is a very important person in one's life, you know. And apart from my very own mother who gave birth to me, uh, may her soul rest in peace. Uh, there's a story I want to talk about, and this is a true story about a mother and a son. I do not want to mention names, but uh, in respect for both of them, there was this guy. He is he's a he's a third born. He is he's a very intelligent guy. I do not want to say was because he's still alive. He's a very intelligent guy. At some point in his life, I'm not sure what was going on to him, so I cannot talk about the psychological part, but I'm going to talk about what I was seeing, what I experienced, and what the impact of a mother did to him. This guy, to put it in simple terms, he was a drunkard, a plain drunkard, and he would he had luck, man, for jobs, for good jobs, and whenever he got paid, we knew that he wouldn't go to work. After he got paid, he would come back and give his mother money and take some of the money, and he would drink, and he would disappear until sometimes would have to go and look for him. Uh, so this went on and on and on. I remember one year, I think it was 2010. He went to town. He had his days. There was a time, actually, let me put it this way. There was a time where he no longer had work because he always fucked up. Wherever he worked, he had a tendency of fucking up. I'm sorry to use that language. He always messed up. Let me put it like that. So he ended up being unemployed, obviously, and he would be home throughout the day. As an unemployed person, he's not a type. From the last I know of him, he was not a type that would just go and say I'm going to a friend to chill with something. He was not that type of a human being. He just chills uh, at home, watch TV the whole day, uh, cook for kids who are at school and whatnot. And then he had his dates. He knew that, okay, people are getting paid on these dates, like your 15th, 20th, 25th, to the 30th. So he had this thing of leaving home, and he would dress up very well. On the 15th, he would put on a suit, a white shirt, some, like, you'd look formal, and you go to a pub. He would drink there until I don't know when. Like, he'd probably come back maybe after the 25th, where he would bath again and freshen up and go back. So that was basically his life. That was the routine of his life. When it's quiet, he would be at home throughout the day, every day, and then comes those dates, he does the same thing over and over again. Then a year, I think it was 2017, if I remember correctly. I think it was 2017. Uh, he got sick. He got very, very sick, and he had to be taken to hospital. He stayed there. If I'm not mistaken, he stayed from the 22nd or 23rd of December to January, early January. From then on, he stopped drinking alcohol. And let me mention this. This is very, very important to note. Throughout this time, throughout this time, everyone had given up on him. I mean, literally everyone. Today, people may say different things and whatever, but one person stood out. One person stood up and say, "Not ngomntanam." That's what we're saying as Xhosa. That's what Xhosa woman would say. Not ngomntanam. That lady never gave up on him. His mother never gave up to him, and I honestly wanna give a big shout out to her. She's a warrior woman. She never gave up on him. When everyone, and I mean literally everyone, the guy was not respected, not even by an ant in that family. Not even by an ant of that family respected him. Whoever speaks to him as if, and somehow that bothered me. But then, you can't say much. Sometimes you just need to keep it to yourself. Sometimes, uh, I do not want to say there's something that I did, but I felt like, okay, he is doing whatever he's doing, but he doesn't deserve to be treated the way he was treated. But the mother. So this incident happens in 2010, if I'm correct. He he goes on his routines, and he drinks and he comes back, uh, having stolen people's clothes. Comes back having stolen people's clothes, and these guys come looking for him, and the father said, "There he is. Deal with him. I'm not gonna pay anything." And they dealt with him. Luckily for him, the mother came and defended him. You know, a lot of people would say, no, he was spoiling him and whatnot. Today, they wouldn't say that, because people have this tendency of liking success. Everyone wants to be part of the success story, but no one wants to work with you while you are still struggling. That is one of the essence of the story. The mother stood up for him. To cut a long story short, it's been long. I'm sorry about that. He decided to go back to school after coming back from hospital, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. He decided to go back to school. He studied, and then today he's a teacher. He doesn't like alcohol. Last time I spoke to him, he hated alcohol. He stopped drinking alcohol. He hated alcohol. People had given up on him. Today, people see him as a person. Those very same people forget that they had given up on him. They looked at him as if nothing he could say would be taken serious. But today, he's a success story. Everyone wants to be associated with him, not because they want his money. Don't get me wrong. No, but they want to be associated with success. No one wants to be associated with failure. But shout out to the mother. He stood out. He stood up for him. So that's why I want to give a big shout out and a thank you to mothers like those. In our language, we say Inimba iyasika. Inene Inimba yasika, isasika nanamhlanje. I'll tell another story another day. Today, it's a very beautiful story to look at the guy, and everyone had given up on him. He's now something to refer to. He's a success story. Everyone can easily say, look at so and so. He changed his life. So can you. And I want to give thanks to all the mothers who are like that, who take that initiative. And I want to prop up some fathers as well to say, if you have that situation, stand up, do something, never give up on your blood, never give up on your blood. In our language, once again, I'll use my language, we say awukho umgqomo wabantu, meaning that there is no rubbish bin for human beings. There is no way to throw people to or to get rid of people to. There is nowhere. So stand up for your own people, fight for your own people, even if it means that you are alone. Even if it means that you are alone in that fight, because you know very well that it's not easy. It's not a cut and paste thing. We will continue with this story in another angle. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment in the comment section below. Tell us your stories. Tell us what you think. From Ucwanini, Diticamakum, Africa.